Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. I have a blank, which should definitely help me bingo here. Mopeds plus a blank. I have the dom suffix, I should say. I'm seeing implodes through an I or a L, but there's got to be a 7 here, surely. There certainly is a 7, but I'm just not seeing it. Stomped, that should work. Stomped for 78. I have the Q and the U. That should get me out of trouble. Quad is a potential play there. Terrible rack leave, but what do you do when you got to get rid of the Q? You've got to get rid of the Q. I'm certainly not hanging on to it if there's any way I can dispatch of it. So that's the only spot I've identified. I suppose there's souk, but that's even worse. The rack leave is shocking and the score doesn't justify leaving yourself with such an inflexible rack. So what to do? I mean, I could potentially hang on to it. Okay, opponent goes there, so he's taken out my Q spot, the favoured one, and hasn't provided a spot. I thought for a moment I had quell, but I don't have the second L. So do I change or do I hang on to the QU if I can potentially? I mean, Celt is borderline crazy to I think I'm gonna change with this rack, unless Mank 20 is Mank good? I don't know if it's worth keeping that rack for 20 points. No, I'm changing. And I think I'll get rid of everything. Okay, looks a lot better. I thought I had Erigeron for a moment. Erigeron, almost. No. Erigeron's at 8 anyway. What have I got here? Gruner, nothing looks. maybe just goon or gur. 18. Not a bad rack leave. Let's just have a look at potential full timer. Never know. Might be something here. Almost Germain. Germain. Germain would have been a nice play. Yeah, not seeing much on offer here, to be honest. Just go with gur. So again, the duplicates hampering the flexibility of the rack. Liner. Linenia, almost. Linen. Yeah, the double L, not always a good thing, but then double N as well as double L does really make it tricky to put together words longer than 5 letters. Nil, I guess nil. That's what I picked up, N-I-double-L. Okay, opponents played Ha for 18. This is still very hot. Do I just go with nil? I have the ing ending. I think relling is good, isn't it? Relling. Actually, I mean, the Ren is as good a rack leave as, I suppose, if I can keep the I, but let me look at Nell. Nell isn't good. No, I'm just going with Nils. See what I pick up. Oh, terrible. The rot continues. Okay, re-earn. Oh, actually, onto a D. That would have been re-earned. No D in sight. Re-earn plays here. Re-earn. Oh, I've spelt that wrong, haven't I? Re-earn for 21. That's about as good as I'm gonna get, unless there's something through that I, which I'll have one last quick look. No, I can't see it. Hatia, no. Truth. I have truth. I don't think truthier is good. Toothier is, but not truthier. Sometimes words have a similar sound to other words you know to be good, and you kind of bridge them together, and in a tournament you'll play a word which sounds very similar to one you already know, but it turns out to be invalid. So truthy, I don't think truth is horient. No, horient would be, I would need an N instead of the T, but Ruthie is good actually. Ruthier would play here. I think Ruthier is good. But do I have a bingo? I've got the ITE ending. There's a lot of minerals and compounds that end in ite, like amberite and can't think of the others now, but there's quite a few. Tektite. Okay, opponent plays a nice 5-tile parallel play there, so he scores quite well. I was going to say I have through on my rack, THRU, but I'm just wondering, through the I, is there anything? Thorite is good, but not thurite. I'm looking to get rid of hut because RITE is a really nice rack leave, but can I do any better with my H? I have nothing to go after double E, and the best I can do here is like the, I suppose. The 26, decent score, and the U, not terrible with the N. I'll go with this. I'll draw the X, so potential to score on the next play, but I have the out prefix. How am I doing for time? Again, a little bit low, so I need to keep an eye on that. One blank still to come with the Z and the Q, so, and the K. So some scoring potential. Opponent plays Devos. Oxter, I have. Does it play anywhere decently? No. I guess I have Tux here. Unless I'm missing a better X play. I was trying to get my X tripled and end on the L, but can't seem to see it. I'll go with this. I was thinking Lurex, but I don't have the L. Okay, I'm gonna go with this. That's more like it. That is bingo territory for sure, but the board very tight at the moment. Just looking at this L here. Over dial, no good. Sordial, that plays. So Sordial, if opponent doesn't take that spot. Front hooks for nils. I don't think it takes an S. Snills, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not a bingo lane. I thought there might be 7 there. In, there's a potential to play across here. In, I'm not sure. Or maybe onto the IN with maybe an INE ending word. I have the aero prefix, aeradio, for example. Aeradio. I guess I could play on to the N as well. Deration. Maybe that scores more than Sordial. Deration. Deration for 73 or Sordial. I don't think both can be blocked. Oh, potentially they could if he plays through the D in column 7. Okay, he plays God there. I'm going for D-ration for 73. And I have a few clunky consonants. Bevel jumps out. Bevel, box, Vox and Vent, I guess, would be an option. Veld, that's also good there. Veld with a T I'd go for if opponent doesn't block. No scoring opportunity in that 4-timer there. I'm just looking at a way of getting rid of the V and the B in one hit, which Bevel would have done. Brevet is good, so Brevet, that goes tile turnover. Yeah, so a few options, but I do like Velt. It doesn't give opponent much back, and it scores quite well, 30 points. So Ben, not a bad rack leave either. Okay, opponent goes for a blocking move. Although, no, he scores quite well, so not necessarily his primary objective. Velt still available. Oh, not Velt. What am I thinking of? Vent. Yeah, that's what I... Vent and Bell. Okay. So I draw the Z, Fizz, and Z don't have the extra E. That would have been a nice Z bomb. Z and Z, but that's not going to materialize this turn. I don't have the A for Azure, so my Z can't get tripled. I guess I have Zell here. Yeah, I think I need to just keep scoring and keep an eye on my time. Not a great rack. Fib is probably the one I'll go for here. It takes out a valuable bingo lane in the A, and not a terrible rack leave of girl. Fib. I could play Fib here as well. I can't get value from the Z. I have nothing to go under it. I mean, I could play Zig, but nothing to go above the AI, so opponent does take my spot there. I could just go with Zig or Fib, just balance the rack and go for tile turnover. That's looking a little better. My W now does play here, so Gore would be a decent play with a very nice rack leave. Still don't have an O for going in front of the K. Opponent's likely to take that spot if he does have that last O. But Gore, if opponent takes Gore, just wondering what else I have. I guess I can put the G here and Gelia. No, he does go there anyway. So Gore is my play there. Pretty safe. Eurolite. That's not going to play on this board unless opponent makes an opening. Eurolite. Anything else in that? With the A, perhaps. Ruralite from an R. Pity that one's not available. It's a great rack, but on a closed board it's not going to score fantastically. Anything ending in IN? Elateran, would that be? Let's see. I don't have. I need two E's for elateran, so that's not gonna work. I have the I here. Oh, well, I have the I there. I guess just it. Is there definitely only? There's nothing with an A, is there? It's just Eurolite, because I thought if I had the A there, that I could score. I really want to get rid of this U though. What about just... Okay, I'll just go for keep scoring. Val heavy again. I'm a bingo ahead, but we're both low on time and he's very close to a bingo. He's only got 6 tiles left, so I'll just go with Ore, and then I've got LE to go out with. Well, he's running low on time anyway, we both are. I'll play line and the. Otherwise, oh, actually ELL there would be nice. That's one way to go out, yodel and L. So just waiting for my opponent to make his play here. He also doesn't have anything to go under the T, so can't take advantage of the double. Snow, okay, and L for 25 to go out. And just wait for my opponent to formally end the game. I don't think he realizes that he has to pass to. There we go. So that was the end of the game. 417 to me and 340 to my opponent. I don't have the analyzer function on this, or examiner function on ISC, so I can't actually look at the post-analysis part of the game. But hope you enjoyed watching that, and I will see you next time.